Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Today I have with me the energy of a group called The Ascended, who want to share their perspective on the power within you. It's something that very few people know or understand, but it's really important that we all become aware that there's an intelligence inside your body right now, way smarter than I am, way smarter than you are. You know, it can do such things as take an apple and make it into blood and skin and bone. It can regulate your heart rate, your blood pressure. It knows how to distribute oxygen and how to convert glucose into sucrose. The intelligence in your body knows how to do anything. And before we get into that, we're going to give people a couple minutes to come on. I also want to remind everybody, Masterclass 101 Awakening begins November the 2nd. It's just slightly over a calendar month away. This class is a course that will instruct you on how to connect to your guides, your angels, ascended masters, multidimensional beings. It will also teach you the power of meditation. You'll learn to heal and transform and change your mind and body in ways you didn't know were possible to you. So I'm just going to remind you about that. Go register at my website, williammichaelforbes.com. You do not want to miss this course. It will be a profound change in your life. No matter how your life appears right now, when you have the right awareness, understanding, and focus, you can produce tremendous transformative changes in your life. And not just that, but you're never alone. We all have guides. We all have angels. You have them. And learning how to listen and carry out their instructions, because when you are aligned to vibrational beings that are of a higher frequency, that is in the spectrum of love, not in the spectrum of fear. A lot of people are getting guided by lower vibrational beings right now. A lot of people are being misled into thinking being sick and unhealthy is good. A lot of people are being manipulated by darkness, by these lower vibrational beings. In our masterclass, we will walk you through a process of how to raise the vibration of your body, how to raise the vibration of your mind. Because when you raise the vibration of your mind and body, you tune yourself into a different frequency. If you're sad and angry and upset, then you're going to tune into frequencies, consciousnesses, beings that are functioning on that frequency. We don't just see that in the material world where people are tuned into fear and anger and are aligned in expressing this fear and anger. So you'll learn how to change your frequency from a low vibration to a higher vibration. You'll learn how to transform fear into faith, anger into patience, frustration into peace. You'll learn how to quiet your mind. There's just so many things that you'll learn in this course. It would take us another 10 minutes just to go through all the different elements of the course that you'll experience. So please, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. Sign up for the course today. It is life-changing for you. You did not come to this world to suffer. You did not come here to struggle on your own. You came here to learn to create. And you learn how to create in a way that benefits your body, benefits your mind, and benefits your world. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. So this group called The Ascended, they've been with me for several years now. And like all these ascended masters, guardian angels, these higher vibrational beings, God, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, they are here to help us restore ourselves to love, the higher vibrational function of consciousness. And there is, yes, a lower vibrational function of consciousness. The goal is to remember that within you there is an intelligence and a power right now beating your heart, that if you can get into alignment with that power, which knows how to build bodies, it knows how to build stars and planets and galaxies, it knows how to build dimensions. Imagine getting in touch with that power within yourself and being able to harness it, getting information, ideas, and inspiration from it. Well, you can. Every great inventor, every great creator on this planet, every great artist has learned to tap into that intelligence inside themselves beyond their own personality. Once you learn how to get past your own thinking mind, your own conditioned beliefs, and tap into this resource of information, knowledge, and wisdom, you will begin to liberate yourself from the confines of the beliefs that have been imposed upon you by the world. We're simply saying that there are only two types of energy that you can live in or live from. And those two types of energy are love and fear. They are the only two energies in your human experience that you have to work with creatively or destructively. Some might say that destruction is a form of renewal and creation, but we prefer the function of creation that's founded in the principles and functions of love and not the principles and functions of fear. Learning to honor, cherish, and respect your own body, to love, honor, and cherish and respect your own mind, to learn to love, honor, and cherish and respect the world around you, to be harmful and destructive toward your body, to be harsh and cruel of speech, to be gossiping and criticism and fault-finding. These are lower vibrational energies of fear. And each of these energies, love and fear, have their own reward. The very nature of functioning in a loving way, thinking in a loving way, has its own reward. The nature of thinking and functioning in a fearful way, in an angry way, in a judgmental way, has its own reward. The ultimate expression of love is a good life, a healthy body, a clean, quiet, calm mind, a purposeful way of being. If you are not in purpose with your life, then you are not in alignment with love. Love is not the sensationalization of your senses, that is the excitation of your senses, a good time dancing around while you poison your body with toxic substances. That is certainly not a function of love. It is a function of stimulation, and they're very different. The pleasure of the senses is very different than the function of love, although the function of love in some instances can result in pleasures of your senses. For example, when you go and you take very good care of your body, and you're feeding it properly, and it's healthy and strong and vibrant, well, then you can feel the love in your body. But you have only these two energies to choose from. It cannot be any simpler than this, that you can only choose love and fear. One of those two. You cannot choose both of them. You can go back and forth in the beginning when you say, I'm going to commit to being happy. Then you will probably be going back and forth from, oh, this does not feel like love, and you'll be going back and forth. Putting this in my body is not good for my body. That's not love. You learn. In the beginning, you go through this process of polarity, of going back and forth. But once you understand where your compass is pointed, where your attention is going towards the function of love and not the functions of fear, your life will begin a process of transformation, and you will be engaging this profound power inside you in its function of love as equally as you can engage this profound power in fear and reap a reward. Each has its own reward, love and fear. And you cannot get an experience of love out of fear. That is, if you are functioning in a way that is destructive and harmful towards yourself or others, you cannot expect to reap good from that. You cannot. The functions of fear are very precise in the outcomes of the conditions of life. The functions of love in the appearance and conditions of life around you are very precise. They are very different vibrational states of existence. Your body can be in a state of fear and it can be in a state of love. But it cannot be in both states at once, one or the other. If your body is weighted down and suffering and unhealthy, then you are living predominantly in the energies of fear. If you are inclined to put things in the body that harm it, then you are living from a vibration of fear. Likewise with your mind, there are certain thoughts that produce vibrational qualities. Thoughts like how beautiful the world is, how wonderful life can be. These thoughts generate vibrational frequencies versus thoughts like, oh, my life is not any good, I don't know what to do, I have no purpose. These are vibrations of fear. When you know the vibration that you are operating from, at that point where you say, I am operating from fear, At that moment, you have choice to say, how would love speak, walk, talk? What would love eat, drink? What does love say, do? Once you can make that momentary awareness of, am I living from fear or am I living from love? At that moment, you have the free will to exercise whether you will serve one master or the other. It is not much more complex than this, that you can only serve love or fear. You cannot serve two masters. If you try to serve one and then the other, you will not go very far. It will be like going up an escalator coming down. If you're trying to be love one day and then you're in fear the next, and you're going back and forth. But this is true if you are able to recognize, oh, I am in fear again, I will choose the function of love. I will treat my body with love. I will fill my mind with ideas that are vibrationally sound. I will act in ways that I believe are governances of love. And if you are suffering in any way, shape, or form, you are living in fear. And you may not have chosen that fear. You may have been given that fear, because people can give you fear in this world. Many can pollute your mind with fear and judgment and anger. Watch what you allow in your mind, equally as you would allow carefully what you put in your body. Be mindful of what you put in your mind, or you allow others to put in your mind. Because what will come in your mind will also be of either love or fear. There are only these two in your entire existence. You will only have choice between love and fear. There is no other choice. Love or fear. And you must decide, for your life as it is right now is the sum total of your choices of whether you have chosen to live more in love or live more in fear. And what your life is right now is an exact representation of the degree and extent that you have lived as love or lived as fear. Your physical vitality, your mental acuity, your spiritual state of being, that of peace. These are reflective of what you have generally allowed yourself to gravitate towards. And you may choose at any moment to surrender one, to not serve the one but serve the other. You may serve fear or you may serve love, but you cannot serve both at the same time. Many of you are going back and forth. Conditions of sickness and health. One day you're good, one day you're bad. One day you're up, one day you're down. Swinging like a monkey on a branch, back and forth, not sure about which way you're going. But once you get clear that there are only two choices from which you can decide how to govern the way in which you interact with your body, your mind, and your environment, that there are only the two choices, love or fear. Only those two choices. And every word, every gesture, every thought can only come from one of these two. One of these two masters. Love and fear. They are the only choices you have. And let us assure you that in your function and decision and desire to live from love, yes, love is not just simply about getting something that makes you feel good. Love is about being good. What you define as good. And the function of good is very precise in its outcome. If you are in alignment with that which is good and loving, then you will thrive and you will grow, you will evolve, you will expand your consciousness. In fear, you can expand your suffering and your pain. You can expand your wealth and your power and your authority and your control over others. But that is not the same as love. It is very simple. It is not difficult that you, as a sentient being, as a living soul, as the breath of God in flesh, that you are able to have the free will to choose what you will serve. Will you serve love or will you serve fear? It cannot be made any simpler or explained any simpler than this. That in any moment, even now as you hear these words, are your thoughts of love or are they of fear? Is your evaluative process bring you to conclusions of truth? Because we see that a lot of humanity is in great denial about what health is. Such a simple thing as a body that is healthy. You cannot have an effect without a cause. And so, just simple things about the vitality and health of your body. Many of you do not even understand that. You defer the idea of health to somebody else's definition of what that would be, but you know on the inside of your body if it's not so good or if it is good. And you know quite well that you need to do and be in certain ways towards your body to affect a change of health. Much of the things that you place in your body are toxic and poisonous, sold to you as prized foods to eat that will be beneficial, and yet you see your vitality as a species has not been going up, except for a select few that understand what we're saying. What truly should enter your temple should be of good. But you came here to learn this, to understand that you have this choice and to bear witness to the effects of the power of your choice. That you can formulate thoughts that create sensations of good in your body and expressions beneficent to those around you. Treat your body like a sacred instrument. Treat your mind like a sacred vessel. And you are free to decide to not do this, that you may simply place things into your body that detrimentally affect it. And you may give yourself the illusion that if you take a certain substance, you can ignore the discomfort or suffering you impose upon your body. Or that you can choose to take certain substances to suppress certain emotional qualities of your mind because the thinking you have is not beneficial for your mind. But you have the opportunity at any moment to understand that there is only one power with two expressions, fear and love. One power, two expressions, and you have the free will to decide which one you shall serve. Not only serve to yourself, but what you will serve to others. Shall you serve love or shall you serve fear to others? The rewards of serving fear to others is very different than the rewards of serving love to others. And in your desire to accumulate great wealth without the consideration of whether this function of creation is of love or fear, you will not escape the reward of your actions. And many have tried in the last moments of the breath of the body to say, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to harm millions of people. And you will reap the effects of your cause. I just wanted to make money. I didn't know I was going to hurt anybody. We've heard that so many times. You will only have these two choices in your life. And this great power within you gives you the freedom to suffer or thrive. By your will, not by God's will. For God's will is already established, that of love. And that consciousness waits for you to align to it as equally as the lower vibrational aspect, the fear aspect, waits for you to align to it. You have free will. in the most intimate and extreme way. But you cannot escape the effects of the use of your will, whether it is used in fear or in love. You will always reap what you sow. You will always reap what you sow. There is no escaping. But that is a beautiful thing. Why would you want to escape the opportunity to experience love and grace and bliss? Why? None of you would want to escape the opportunity. This is why so many of you, even in your suffering, persist in trying to live. But you cannot live beyond your suffering until you understand how to choose the function and the power of love in your thoughts, in your words, in your actions. And this principle of existence is not preferential to one religion or another. It's not preferential to one society or another. It's not preferential to your skin colors. This intelligence is all inclusive, and that you are all equally participating in choosing love or fear in the way of your existence. And you only have those two choices. Ever. The rewards of love are one thing, the rewards of fear are another. But this great power of choice that you have within you, it is yours. And you may defer it, you may deny it, you may surrender that will to others, and you will reap the rewards of what you allow your choice to gravitate towards, whether it is good or not so good. You cannot escape the effects of your own will and the choices you make, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You cannot demand that the world should be a certain way for you to be happy. You must be a certain way that you could be happy. But to demand that the world should be the way you demand it to be is incorrect. For each soul in this world has its own free will to carry out, to execute, to live by. And so you cannot expect others to be that faculty which provides you with your happiness. If one would choose to offer you liberation from your suffering, then that is their choice to do so. But you cannot demand that the world be your savior when you are the very savior you seek. And through your choice to choose love or fear, you shall find either redemption or suffering. It is that simple. How do you honor your sacred temple that allows you to be in this incredible creation you call earth? How do you honor and cherish and love your temple? How do you honor and cherish the temple of your mind? How do you honor and cherish the temple of your soul? How do you honor and cherish the temple of God all around you? Do you do so with love? Do you do so with fear? Because there are only these two choices. And it is very easy to observe what choice an individual is making just simply by watching what they are experiencing. You can know if they live from love or they live from fear very quickly. Just observe them. And you can know yourself if you are living from love or fear. Sickness, disease, war, famine, greed, these are all functions of fear. And there is nothing wrong with one's creative nature producing a great abundance. There are many individuals on this planet who do great good for others, and they live abundantly. And there are many that do great evil towards others, and they live very abundantly. But the rewards for either will be very different. Do not make it about the rich or the poor. Make it about the quality of your choosing. Are you choosing love or are you choosing fear? This is what you must decide. Do not concern yourself with what they are doing. Concern yourself with what you are being. Are you being of love or are you being of fear? And this does not mean to be a pushover if somebody is being destructive or harmful around you. For love always knows the way to attend to evil. Love always knows the way to attend to evil, how to deal with evil effectively. And it mostly ignores it, unless it comes knocking on the door, and then they are prepared. Those who are in love know exactly what to say and to do when fear comes knocking. Or some of you might say, when the devil comes knocking. Love knows what to do with the devil. Love knows what to do with evil. It knows what to say. It knows what to do. And the actions of love are the rewards of love. And the actions of fear are the rewards of fear. There is nothing other than that. It is that simple. When we came to this one today, it was simply to articulate that you have this power within you that can only be used in two ways. And that the function of your free will determines in any moment whether you are living from love or you are living from fear. And it is that simple. There's no unnecessary complexity. Whether your application of love or fear is to your body, it will be evident to you. If your application of fear is towards your mind, it will be evident to you. You will not feel good. You will not have good thoughts inside you. You will not feel so well. If your soul is in alignment with love, you will know so by how you feel. It is very simple. It is not complex. You cannot serve two masters. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Ascended. Appreciate that. Wow. So this is an interesting. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Con Knight. Good morning. Good morning to you too, Con. Hi, guys. So we'll take some questions and answers. Thank you, Loves the Way, for your support of my TikTok channel. Really appreciate that. Good morning. Camel Man speaks the truth. That's funny. That's cute. Hi there. Hi. I hope my scammers experience what follows and comes to them. They reap what they sow. Yes, I want to say this to anybody on my channel right now. Be careful. Several things that have come up in the last few months. People pretend to be me. Watch out. People have used my image. I don't know if they've got the technology to use my voice now. It doesn't matter. I will never message you directly. I will never ask you for cryptocurrency. I will not ask you for donations. I will, if I'm going to recommend anything to you, I'll say click the Linktree link in my TikTok bio or below any one of my live videos. If you want to book a reading with me, sign up for any of our courses or classes, you'll do so through my website. And I'll announce it here. I will not send you private messages saying I'm in trouble, I need money. I will not do any of that, okay? So please be mindful. Yes. Yes, because we've had people get scammed. We had one lady who was scammed for 2 years by somebody using my picture. Just my picture. I really felt for her. She lost a lot of money. And that's not the only person. It's happened multiple times in the last few years. And when that happens, I usually notify the FBI or the RCMP and let them know. I've also notified a group called Scammer Payback. But they can't do anything if you've been scammed already. They can't help you after you've been scammed. Once the money's gone, it's gone. So please, be careful. All right? I will not reach out to you. If you send me a message and I respond to you from this channel, always confirm it. Always confirm it. Make certain that it's me. But I'm never going to ask you for money. I'm never going to ask you for cryptocurrency. Ever. Ever. Thank you so much. Sweet Fairyish is calling. Question. I have a lab test to get my thyroid levels checked tomorrow. I feel better but still have few symptoms. Any message, please? There's 2 weeks left before my road trip and I'm nervous. And the nervousness is very important. You want to release that energy from the body. You want to release that nervousness from the body. You know, we've had people in our master classes come for various reasons. Oftentimes they want to connect to their guides and angels, and that happens quite easily. And then they discover they got health problems. And we've had people that have come in with thyroid problems, knee problems, kidney problems, lung problems, liver problems, nervous system problems. And in each and every instances, there's always been progressive transformative healing that happens as a result of the process they learn about how to interact with your own nervous system. What the Ascended were saying, and again I might be paraphrasing, what the Ascended are saying, you only have two powers to choose from, love or fear. Well, your nervous system reacts and responds to love one way, and it reacts and responds to fear another way. And with all respect, I've noticed that right now the vast majority of medical professionals are no longer giving people good sound advice unless it's in relation to providing them with a substance that will alter their biochemistry in hopes that they're going to give them relief from their suffering. But you have a pharmacy inside you. You've got a God pharmacy inside your body right now. So your thyroid, you want to put your hands to the thyroid every day. You want to thank and be grateful for the thyroid's precision and perfection at maintaining the healthy chemical balance that it's able to do. Your nervous system, your thyroid, there is not one organ, nerve, gland, or cell, or molecule of your body that does not feel and respond to what you are thinking, feeling, or believing. Your entire nervous system is designed to react and respond to you. The intelligence in there says, ask and ye shall receive. So turn your attention to the thyroid gland right now and say, I am so grateful for all that you do for me to maintain perfect chemical balance. And you will feel that right now. Every part of your body hears what you think and responds and reacts to it. Be mindful of what you will allow your mind to think. But many of you have been given thoughts and beliefs and ideas about health, about the body, about disease, that you simply accept without question. And those that you call your health professionals are doing anything but creating more health in the world. There is more disease in your world than ever before, and great profit to those who market such things as disease and sickness and death. And they shall reap their reward. We need not concern ourselves with their reward. Their reward may be the comforts of wealth, but when you cross the threshold from this world to the next, there's a very different gate that you go through and a different process of experience. Verily, their reward will be theirs. Be mindful of what you let in your mind. Be careful what you've been given to believe. Question it. Evaluate it. Because your body is such an intimate instrument that it feels every thought, every feeling that you give to it. And you are its guardian. Others can say things to you that are not so good, and you are its guardian. You say, it does not matter what they say. I love you. I cherish you. But that does not mean that you should be neglectful of your body either. Your communication, what you feed your body every day. How do you treat your body every moment? Do you treat it with love and grace, with gratitude and excitement? Do you feed it foods that are living and vibrant and live? Do you give it what it needs properly? Or do you give it things because you like the taste? Your body is designed to be your servant, not your master. And it's up to you to discern what your body needs to be flourishing and vibrant and healthy. But your thyroid will continue its process of healing. We actually have in one of our classes a gentleman who's been going through a thyroid healing process. And he's almost off all of his thyroid medication by learning to change how he feeds the body, what he does with the body, what he thinks in his mind, and connect to the divine. Learning to serve and align to... When you align yourself to love, different things will happen in your body. If you're aligned to fear, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, certain things will be a result. Everything in your material world, your body, your environment, is a reflection of the choices you choose to hold on to in your mind, fear or love. Thank you. Great question. So grateful for that. Let's see here. Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you. Mr. Michael, I have missed you. Well, you haven't missed me. You're here right now, Kimberly. Glad to have you here. There's been an increase in aurora borealis and lots of light. Looks exactly like angels. Also feels like, yeah, there's a massive inflow of spirits, high vibrational and low vibrational, coming into this physical dimension. I've actually watched people being possessed on the streets by low vibrational entities, seeing it on their faces, right? And then I've seen people walking around with angels around them, right? It's amazing. There's a lot going on right now, folks. You really need to listen to what they said about aligning yourself to love or aligning yourself to fear. Khan saying here, consistency is the change. Very true. Thank you. I choose anger. Well, but hey, every emotion has its place. Banana Republic here saying, I choose anger. Have fun with that. But sometimes there's what's called righteous anger. There's a thing called righteous anger where it's not anger with the intent to harm the other. It's anger to assert a truth that's going to lift people to a higher place. Right? Hi, thank you so much. Just scrolling down here. Hello, William. Please, any advice for me? Hello, Carol. Again, yeah. I'm going to say take a saltwater bath is what I'm getting. If you don't have a saltwater bath, then go to the ocean and get your feet in the ocean. You need to do some real deep grounding. You got to let this energy that you're not needing in your body to be pulled out. Get your feet on the ground. Like literally, salt water would be really powerful for you today. Salt water on your feet. If you can immerse yourself in it, would be really good. If you can get to one of those deprivation tanks where they put you in salt water and it's very dense and you just float in it, you need to really ground the energy. You need to pull some stuff out of the body that's stuck in there. Grounding will be very powerful for you to do that. Thank you for speaking the truth about the medical system, William. Not all spiritual teachers have the courage to do that. This is again, I'm just channeling what I'm told, and I totally agree with what they're saying. That our health systems, if they were truly health systems, we would have a lot of healthy people. But we've got more disease and sickness on the planet now than we've had, over the last 200 years, and it's getting worse, it's not getting better. So we become a disease-based socioeconomic system, not a love-based socioeconomic system. People can be just as wealthy and profitable through love as they can through fear, right? You can be, but the difference is the reward will be very different, right? We have a healthy society. But thank you. I'm grateful that you appreciate that. William, can you speak to any one or two things that finally helped you surrender to spirit? Well, number one thing would be my wife. Has really helped me to surrender. She's truly the closest thing I know to a saintly being that comes from love all the time, in spite of what comes at her. And she really pushed for me to go beyond my mind, to look beyond. And yeah, that I would say was one of the biggest influences that woke me up in these last 5.5 years. And the other thing was an event where I started talking to her mother in Gross Morn. I can't pinpoint any one specific event, but those two stand out for me as being having somebody in your life that's really, really love-based and love-centered, that knows and sees you as you really are, is very powerful. But there's also been many times in my life where my life was in danger. And I can look back now and realize, that was Archangel Michael's been with me quite a lot. Master Jesus has been with me. God has been with me many times. My guardian angel John. When you start to have your awakening, and you will, and if you sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening, you will learn to connect to your guides, your angels, your ascended masters, and you'll have your moment of liberation and awakening from being stuck in the quagmire of the self that the world has made for you. Because most people don't even know that who you think you are, you didn't even create that. Most of who you think you are, sorry guys, most of who you think you are was made up by the world. Most of who you think you are was made up by the world. Please keep that in mind. This is going to probably fall down again. My apologies. So most of who you think you are was made up by the world. Television, radio, family, friends. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to have to hold this like that for guys. I guess that means we're just about done. But please keep that in mind. Everybody, keep that in mind. That most of who you think you are is made up by the world. It's not who you really are. So you want to start questioning your mind, your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, so that you begin to awaken yourself to who you really are meant to be. Not who the world has made you into thinking you are, but in who you are meant to be. And if you want to start that process, sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening. It starts November the 2nd. Do not waste another moment of your life watching news or fruitless movies that give you the illusion that some sort of hero is going to come and rescue you. There is no heroes coming to rescue humanity. Each and every one of us is the hero. And learning to become the authentic you means you have to probably discard a lot of the false beliefs and ideas you've been given about your mind, about your body, about who you are. You know, the idea that you can just you can eat whatever you want and drink whatever you want and go and do drugs whenever you want and expect to be healthy and vibrant is bullshit. Oh, celebrate like it's tomorrow. No. Love, honor, and cherish your sacred temple. Love, honor, and cherish your sacred temple. Please. You have no idea how incredibly, remarkably beautiful you are. Okay, so I'm manually holding one device here for TikTok, and I'm going to manually go through the questions now. The tripod I was using stopped working. Let's find a pair of glasses. It's funny that happened at the moment we talk about changing who you are. Okay, here we go. So yeah, there isn't one specific instance. S.O, my friend or foe. I'm getting be careful and cautious. Do you feel positivity from me? Am I a good person? Absolutely. Why would you? Who gave you any thoughts otherwise? Who would give you any thoughts like that? Star Bernice, sign up for Masterclass 101. Come join us and awaken yourself from the slumber of the personality. Can I tell you the root cause of my endometriosis? I'm getting two things. There was yes. I'm being very careful about how I say this. There was an exchange of energy between you and others that was negative and filled with fear at a point in your life when you were much younger. There was an exchange energetically that installed a lot of fear around having children. You've got a lot of fear installed in your unconscious mind around children, being a child, and having children. And your body can't lie to you. Listen, your body cannot lie to you. It will only tell you that something is wrong. And then it's up to you to figure out what the body needs to correct it. Because we hold emotions. If we hold a lot of anger or fear or guilt or shame, and I know this personally from my own experience, our bodies will be affected. Your body physiologically will do certain things when it's angry, when it's sad, when it's afraid. And that energy gets stored in the body. And if that energy is left stored in the body, it will accumulate, it will regenerate, and it can cause problems. But there was a strong negative energy exchange between you and others when you were younger around the idea of children, yes, having children, sex, those areas. If you want to know more about it, again, I'm being very careful here. Book a reading with me. Like, seriously, book a reading with me. Go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, book a one-on-one reading with me. And we'll go right into the deep elements of that, and we'll even have your guides give you a solution to begin the process of correction. Yes. The process of correction. It's available. The correction is always love. The correction is always love, without exception. What vitamins do my body need? What am I lacking? Hydration's coming up really strong. If I scan your body, hydration's coming up really strong. Hydration seems to be the strongest element. If I tune into any minerals your body's lacking, I get, again, Celtic sea salt as a way of remineralizing your body naturally. Celtic sea salt is a way of remineralizing your body naturally. Some comments were filtered. That's okay. Okay, well, where is he? I'm going to find this guy and remove him from the feed here. Will I meet my wealthy man with true love? Isn't it enough to just meet a man that's based in true love? The wealth will follow. Wealth is not poverty. Wealth is wealth. Love is prosperity. Love is not. There we go. Love will lead to wealth and prosperity. But don't just be looking for a wealthy man for true love. Look for true wealth, true love that will result in a wealthy life. And wealth isn't about money. Hi guys. Hello William. My hair is falling a lot. What can I do? If I tune in, you need to release your anxiousness, Abigail. You're holding on to something inside your body that's affecting it. Understand what they said earlier, that our thoughts intimately affect our bodies. And you're anxious and nervous and fearful, and that your body's reacting and responding, and it will react and respond according to the vibration it's receiving from you or the environment. A lot of people are going through intense anxiety and depression right now because there's so much fear being bombarded in people's mind. This president, this thing, oh my gosh, this hell. And that type of energy puts stress on the body, and the body begins to degrade. Right? Fear is a great way to make money from the sick, because fear sustained will produce problems in the physiology. But yeah, you need to release that fear. You need to really release that fear out of your body for starters. But again, book a reading with me or sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening. Go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, and yeah, I'm going to have to replace my tripod for my phone for TikTok. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm so grateful you came out. I'm going to wish you all a wonderful, a joyful day, and I'll see you guys on the Monday edition of Shortcuts to Your Soul. Pardon me, Saturday's edition of Shortcuts to Your Soul. I'll be seeing you live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Much love, everybody. Have yourselves a great day. I got to go. Bye-bye.